Hello everyone. Today let's discover our own story. We understand our real identities now. That I am an eternal, imperishable, indestructible soul, a being of light. I have been on a long journey in this world. This is not the first costume I have worn. I have been in many other costumes before, which means I never die. I am immortal. Before I even came into this physical material costume, I was in my real home, the metaphysical dimension, the soul world, the region of golden divine light, residing with the divine powerhouse, the supreme power, the highest of all souls, that beautiful being of light who is our true companion, the supreme soul. In my home, I was in my original dress too, as a being of light. I was completely peaceful, fully charged, and in my original perfection. Then, when the time came, I descended into the material physical world and took my first costume. When I came into this world, the world was completely perfect. It was in its best form ever. Nature was at its highest beauty and in complete order. All other souls around me were also fully charged. Hence, everyone was overflowing with joy, contentment, and love very naturally. In this beautiful paradise, I never fell sick. I had the purest body because matter was in its best quality. When it was time, I could leave the body very happily and take another one of a baby. It was just like getting bored of wearing the same clothes for many years, and now I choose to wear new clothes. In every birth, I still played unique, fun roles in that paradise, where there wouldn't even be a slight speck of sadness. Slowly, as a few hundred years passed, until then I had taken quite a few costumes in that paradise, I noticed that more souls had started descending from my original home, the soul world. I saw that there were more people to share the paradise with. Anyway, no one minded because everything was still abundant and all the souls were well charged. Again, few hundred years passed and I had played unique characters, changing costumes from time to time. I saw that the world just looked a little used, the way a new house looks after a few years. Everything was good, but just a little used. By the end of this phase, I, who was fully charged, have very slightly reduced by a few percent because of using the battery for so long. Now I felt a slight change. I was completely aware that I am a permanent eternal soul. But now my attention started going to the physical elements. I started forgetting that I was the eternal imperishable soul. I saw my body. I saw others' bodies. I saw the gender of the bodies, the roles, the achievements. My existence, which was highly soul conscious, started shifting more towards material consciousness. As this started happening, we started experiencing emotional discomfort. We started comparing, judging, competing. This is when the ego was given birth. This is the moment when I started experiencing pain, sadness, fear for the first time. I slightly started getting attached to these temporary costumes I was wearing. And when all of these emotions started appearing very, very gradually. The fully charged battery that I was started discharging pretty quickly. I started doing the wrong actions because now my actions were more based on comparison, competition, temporary material gains, physical comforts. All these actions started registering their own reactions for the future, which is called a karmic account. This was a very slow, gradual process which went on for a few hundred years. And then the result of all the increasing impurity, wrong attachments, emotions, and impure actions that were building up, the result was the Iron Age or Hell. Some pure prophet souls also kept on descending to help sustain the humanity. But it was all in vain, as they themselves were also human souls who would eventually go on depleting. And because the souls were not receiving the pure energy of the divine powerhouse, which is the only energy that can make our batteries fully charged. As the purity and divinity of the souls went on depleting, so did the quality of nature and physical elements. Hence, more people started falling ill, and there were natural calamities. All of this led to more pain and unhappiness, along with the already increasing vices in human souls. The wrong karmas went on increasing and created the current present world, which is full of those karmic settlements. And there is also even more to come, as souls still don't purify their karma and go on doing impure acts. This is the reason why we have reached this point of lower emotional health and unexpected, unpredictable problems in life. The family we are born in are those souls with whom we have some karmic settlements to make. Hence, we are together. We're not meeting for the first time. If there are some negative acts done by us in the past, we might face strong sufferings in return from those souls in our home. If we have faced issues at school like bullying, it's because at some point before this birth, that soul and I came in contact and I had done something similar to them. Those instances of getting attracted to others or liking them or falling in love is nothing but a signal that we have met in the past and there are some karmic debts that have to be paid up. Hence we feel a strong pull. We might have met them in any relationship or roles, such as parent or child, siblings, teacher and student, colleagues in previous births. Because we are souls, ageless, genderless, casteless, we could have met in any roles. If we have experienced suffering in close relationships from the other person, it's because I had made that person suffer in the past. And that's what forces the soul unknowingly to act like that with you, because the memories are very, very subtle and merged in the soul. The profession I am into, if I face problems or losses, it's again because I had to repay for all the wrong actions done in the past. If I was born with a healthy body, it means that I have good karma of looking after my bodies in the previous births. All the opportunities and bonuses that I have got in my life are because that in my previous birth I had done some pure karmas of giving others opportunities and helping them. That's why we are getting the returns for it now. So now with all this knowledge, we can actually come to accept those things in life that we thought had come out of nowhere. Those things that were giving us pain or sorrow or making us confused. Now we know why they are here, and I can accept them because that's the right thing. I can respond with only the highest elevated responses, because the quality of my response now is going to create that quality of future for me. Even though most souls around us are in dark ignorance and keep behaving opposite to the natural qualities of love, peace, truth, generosity, humility, they are creating their own painful future. So we must be very cautious. The connection with the divine charges up our batteries very fast, restores our original qualities of unlimited peace, love, happiness, and power. We can settle all pending karmic accounts with stability, ease, and highly pure responses, and very smoothly prepare for the next part of our journey, going back to our real, original home, the soul world, so that the suffering of the world can end. Those who are very hurt can rest and heal in their original forms, while others who charge themselves up now invoke their original purity and divinity, come back soon again in heaven, the paradise, which is the start of the cycle. Om Shanti.